Hi guys, this is a video update for our second day in Venice.
Yeah.
Today is actually our first day in Paris, but it's early in the day. It's a little afternoon.
Yeah.
So I haven't got out and done anything yet. So we're just going to talk about our second day in Paris, which was not a full day.
Nope. Second day in Venice.
Second day in Venice, which is not a full day.
Right.
And then talk to you about packing and what we kind of wish we hadn't brought or had brought and that. So what did we do yesterday?
Yesterday we just made our way into the city again, into Venice, and just sort of explored different parts of it that we hadn't the day before, because we had gone to like the more touristy areas, like San Marcos Square and all that stuff. And so yesterday we just sort of did it a little bit different, and we were a lot more leisurely yesterday.
Yeah.
If that's possible. But we just sat and people watched for a long time. We had coffee. We were very Italian. Just sat for a long time and had coffee. And it was great.
Yes. Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice.
But yeah, didn't really see anything that has like a name or.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
Ate
walked.
lunch. I ate a delicious lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I had pasta. You had a gigantic pizza.
Yes.
One tip for restaurants: sharing is okay, and sometimes advisable.
Yes.
You don't need that much food, or we don't need that much food, and so we've always found like, oh my gosh, we have so much food when we order.
Yeah.
So we need to share more.
But yeah, so no like big highlights in Venice. Just it was awesome and very relaxing and like just a very cool place to be.
Yeah.
If you're looking for like a more relaxed like trip, then Paris is definitely not Paris. Wow, Venice is definitely a great place to be. But if you wanted to be like more, seeing things all the time, then Venice could get old after a couple of days. We were only there for like basically a day and a half, and I mean we saw everything. We like really enjoyed just not
Being
going
rushed
anywhere, not
and,
walking constantly, and so if you're into like seeing every single side and like going, then Venice might bore you after a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just a little tip, but we really liked it and we'd
We
go
did.
back for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then flew out of Venice Marco Polo Airport.
It's pretty small and
Yeah,
not super crowded, and
it's a very nice airport.
It is very nice. They have a lot of high-end shops.
Yes,
in
they
there.
cater to all the tourists.
They do.
So yeah, we flew out of there. Our flight was delayed, so we got into
By a whole hour. Ugh.
so we got into Paris. I don't know how to say it.
Champs de Gaulle? I don't
Yeah,
know.
whatever.
Something
Charles
like
de
that.
Gaulle.
Charles de Gaulle Airport, which we're butchering the name of it. But yeah.
Anyway, we flew into there. We didn't get in till after midnight.
Right around midnight. Yeah.
Got in and took our first Uber ever.
Yes.
Did it in Paris, and so it was a pretty awesome experience.
Yeah, our driver didn't speak hardly any English.
Yeah, that was like
at
the
all.
first time, probably the most important person that you would want to be able to communicate with, and like we like really struggled.
Yeah, but it was also like, it was okay though. Like he worked hard, we worked hard, and we were able to communicate everything.
Yeah. But yeah, so Uber was great. We wanted to do like the RER, like the Paris metro trains, but the last one left like at 11:50.
10 minutes
Yeah.
till midnight, and we missed
So
it.
we missed it. So we opted for Uber, which is more expensive, but less expensive than taking a taxi.
Don't do it. Don't
Yeah.
take taxis unless you're gonna share with like a bunch of other people.
Yeah. So Uber was great for that, and made it safely to our place in Paris where we're currently sitting right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all that's really happened in the past like 36 hours.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot, and so we wanted to talk about packing and clothes and what to bring and what not to bring
Yes.
on a trip like this, because we have definitely some minor
Regrets.
what did I just say?
You said regrets.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do anything.
So I would say that you should bring less than what you'd actually be like comfortable with. So what I mean by that is like when you're at home preparing for this trip, and you're like, oh, I need this and this and this, and then I'm also going to bring like one extra shirt or one extra, whatever. Don't do it. Just pack the bare minimum, and when you go and you're like in the country, I mean, like every country that you're going to be in, they have those things available. People live there, so I mean, unless you're going to like Antarctica or somewhere you can buy clothes, you can buy toothpaste, you can buy you can buy like everything that you need. So just pack less than what you think that you should. Because I definitely am one of those people that like is like, I'm gonna pack for this many days and then one extra outfit and one extra whatever just in case. But like, don't pack for the one-off scenarios, because those things you can approach that when you are in the country, and you can
I know you get to have like
anything
something, or even like, oh, I'm so glad I brought this extra thing. Yeah, we went swimming once and we didn't even have our swimsuits with us, so
we just improvised, and it was fine, and no big deal. But
so what was I gonna say? Just like, oh no, I was gonna say continue.
Well, I also brought like a blanket and like a travel pillow and all kinds of little extra things that I thought I would need, and I wish that I had left them at home. I wish that I wouldn't have brought them. Something I'm really thankful that I brought, though, is good shoes. Good walking shoes. I know it's like really tempting to want to be super fashionable, but having comfortable walking shoes is like essential. Definitely don't wear like lame-o tennis shoes if you can avoid doing that. But I bought this pair of Tevas, which they're amazing. They're super comfortable to walk in. They're semi-fashionable, and they're really like small and compact. So just if you can find some good walking shoes, invest in them, even if they're a little expensive. My feet have taken a beating, but I think they've taken less of a beating than they would have if I didn't have good walking shoes.
And one thing to consider for sure is how often you'll be able to do laundry. Because we were on this trip for 21 days, so if we didn't wash any clothes in 21 days, that'd be a lot of clothes to bring. So we had planned on doing laundry like once a week or something, and it hasn't quite worked out to plan, but if you have access to laundry, then bring even less, because you can wear the same clothes like more than once in a week.
Definitely.
No one's gonna know or care.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing tons of different people every single day.
Yeah.
And you're going to different sites and different places. No one cares. Everyone's there to see what they're there to see. So,
and like if you don't have access to laundry, maybe hand washing stuff in just sinks and bringing some soap would be great.
Yeah.
It's like extra work, but...
Or don't bring buy soap when you get here.
Yes. It could definitely be worth it for the extra work, because then you're carrying a lot less, which is a big deal. And we haven't, had like a whole day where we're carrying our big
packs,
50-liter packs, but even just like when you're going to an airport and dealing with all that and
trying to get to the place where you're staying in the country.
Once you get out of the airport until you get to your room, you're carrying.
It can be very stressful to carry around a big pack. And in public transportation, things get really crowded and people get pissed off at you.
With your big bag,
you have like your gigantic bag. And we had this one woman in Venice who was like, you need to sit down, like you need to get out of the way. And we were like, we literally cannot. There's no way for us to move.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
But any other thoughts on
packing?
What is there anything that we wish we would have brought?
I felt like I've had everything that I needed, I think.
Me too.
And then some.
Yes, I wish I would have brought less. I brought some trunks which I haven't used. I brought some soccer pants which I've only used on the flight
here, the big
from
9
the
hour.
US to the UK. So that wasn't worth it.
I brought like a raincoat which I haven't needed.
We each brought a blanket because we're going to be sleeping in an airport for one night, which didn't end up.
Yeah, I used my blanket one night. Or like one time.
And then I brought a travel pillow, which I don't regret.
Yeah.
It's useful.
I could have come without my travel pillow, probably.
A hoodie and then my North Face jacket.
Yeah.
I used North Face like one day. Haven't even like touched the hoodie. It's been so warm.
Yeah, I brought a cardigan.
Yeah.
Haven't used it one time.
So, yeah, it's tough because you have to spend money if you didn't bring something and end up needing it, and that sucks. But at the same time, it sucks to have brought something, carry it around the whole time, never use it one time.
Yeah.
So I guess just be very conscious of that and decide if it's worth it to save a little money to bring all this extra stuff, or if it's worth it to you to have a lighter load, but then run the risk of maybe having to buy a couple things when you're on the road. Yeah. So that's just a little bit of our perspective on packing.
And if you're doing a trip like this, I don't think a rolling suitcase is that good of an idea, because we've had to go up multiple flights of stairs and, you know, traverse interesting, you know, city side. I don't know what that's called. Countryside, city side. Streets. Yeah, I guess that's right. But yeah, for us, like, doing the backpacking thing has been, you know, perfect, and I wouldn't do that differently at all. Because, you know, when you're going up these flights of stairs, like, you're carrying a suitcase in your hand. That can get really, like, fatiguing really fast. So, yeah, backpacking, I wouldn't have done that differently. It's been good.
Yeah, so that's our update. We're about to head into Paris to see some sights. We'll make a video hopefully tonight about what we see. And our
experiences,
yeah. So if you enjoy these, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can leave some comments. Let us know what you enjoy.
If you have questions, things we don't mention, or
and check out our Instagram stuff. We're using the hashtag
Miranda's
on the move.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you for watching, guys, and have a good one. Bye.